Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case that happened on a June morning in 2018. A 28-year-old mother and school safety officer prepared to take her 3 young children to summer daycare. Her morning routine was ordinary, predictable, but in a matter of minutes, it turned into a nightmare. Her life would be tragically stolen in front of her young children in a senseless act of violence. Her life, her family, and her community would never be the same. This is the story of Porsha Owens. Porsha Owens worked for the Riverview Gardens School District as a school safety officer, a role she took seriously. She was a mother of 3, RJ, who was 8, Haley, 4, and Hayden, 3. She was known for her dedication to her children, her work, and her community. On the morning of June 11th, 2018, she was wearing her uniform, ready to start the day, when she stepped outside of her home in the Castle Point neighborhood of St. Louis County, Missouri. The neighborhood, while residential, had its struggles with crime. Castle Point, an inner-ring suburban community in St. Louis County, had one of the highest violent crime rates in the area. According to the local initiative's Support Corporation, violent crime in the neighborhood was substantially above the national average. But for Porsha and her family, it was home, a place she worked tirelessly to create safety and stability for her children. That morning, Porsha was completely unaware that danger was waiting. An 18-year-old named Mark Haywood had been watching. He wanted her white Dodge Charger. He was armed, and he approached her as she emerged from the house with her 3 children. Haywood demanded her keys and money. Porsha was unarmed and faced with a gun. As she turned toward him, Haywood fired 2 shots at close range, striking her in the chest. Despite being shot, Porsha fought to stay conscious. When the gunman couldn't start her car, he fled, leaving her and her children behind. Her 8-year-old son, RJ, gathered his younger siblings and helped them hide safely before running to get help. According to Porsha's mother, Yvette King, RJ found a police officer and stayed close to his mother until an ambulance arrived. Porsha was discovered with at least 1 gunshot wound and rushed to a local hospital in critical condition. She unfortunately later passed away from her injuries, according to KMOV News. The perpetrator, Mark Haywood, was apprehended shortly afterward. At just 18 years old, Haywood reportedly had a history in the juvenile system, dating back to age 10. At the time of Porsha's murder, prosecutors charged him with second-degree murder, first-degree robbery, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. Haywood's bail was set at $1 million. Later, he pled guilty to all charges and received a 25-year prison sentence. Reports confirm the sentence was handed down by a circuit court. Although the sentence met Missouri legal requirements, Porsha's family still struggled with the feeling that justice had not been fully served. Her mother, Yvette King, spoke publicly about her frustration, stating, "It crushed me. I was already torn from the fact that my daughter was murdered and not with us. And then when they gave him this sentencing of 25 years, my heart just dropped." Her words capture the raw pain and disbelief that no legal outcome could erase their loss. Porsha's death left 3 children without their mother. Her eldest, RJ, just 8 years old, witnessed his mother's final moments. The trauma experienced by these 3 young children is unimaginable. A GoFundMe campaign was established in 2018 raising over $244,000 to help care for the children. The Castle Point neighborhood rallied around the family. Friends, neighbors, and community members offered support. But the loss was so profound. The tragedy also highlights the challenges facing communities like Castle Point, where high crime and limited resources have made safety a constant concern. Porsha's life and her commitment to her children stood in sharp contrast to the violence surrounding her. Mark Haywood had a history in the juvenile system beginning at a young age, with reports indicating he entered the system around the age of 10. Specific details about his record are not publicly available. However, cases like this often raise difficult questions about systemic issues, from how young offenders are rehabilitated to how easily guns end up in the wrong hands. Now, 7 years later, Porsha's family continues to grieve, care for her children, and seek ways to honor her memory. My thoughts and prayers remain with the family and friends of Porsha Owens as they continue to endure this tragic loss. If you would like to support her children directly, the link to the GoFundMe can be found in the description below. As we close out this episode, remember that sharing Porsha's story helps to spread awareness and supports her family in their journey toward closure. Don't forget to click the follow button to stay updated on this case and others like it. Be sure to subscribe to Hunting for Answers on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more true crime content and case updates. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, share your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.